Hello, good people of the internet. My name is Cahaya Shafri from Teh Tarik Senja, and you're watching my tunes. Okay, so I'm gonna go and dive straight away to these records that I brought here today. I'm gonna start with the first one here. If you know me, I think you probably have guessed that I'm going to talk about this album specifically here. This is Room on Fire by The Strokes. Now, why this album? Okay, there's two reasons that I brought this album to talk about today. One of it being that it holds a sentimental value for me. I think this is the album that introduced me. It changed the trajectory of my life, basically. You know, the way I listen to music has been different ever since I stumbled upon this album right here. Now, I first started listening to the Strokes when I was around 12. I'm sorry, when I was 16. You know, now how I discovered the Strokes. That was back then when I was 12 or 11. I was playing Guitar Hero 3. You guys know that game? It's a game for PS2 back then. I played the game a lot with my brother. The game, it holds this archive of different songs and from different bands during that specific era that was punk garage rock revival, you know, the early 2000s, and the Strokes were among those bands that had songs playable in the game. And out of all the songs, Reptilia was a song that piqued my interest back then. And you know, I was a kid. I know nothing about guitar, and I've never heard that kind of music before. So it was a cultural shock for me. I was overwhelmed with what I hear, and just the way Albert and Nick wrote their guitar lines is what hooked me straight away for the Strokes. It's very creative, and the octaves, you know, the riffings, the chord progressions, and the triads. I think everything about the guitars for the Strokes is what piqued my interest for the Strokes. Now, Room on Fire specifically, this is the album that I chose to talk about today because it is also the first album of the Strokes that I decided to give a listen to. And I think it was during the PKP when I first started to listen to albums instead of singles and EPs. I started listening to albums during the PKP, and Room on Fire was one of the first albums that I gave a listen to, and it was nostalgic for me. It reminded me of my childhood, and that's how I stuck with the Strokes. You know, I started a band with Aziz, with Teh Tarik Senja. We decided to land onto this sound identity that based off the Strokes, and you know, we're doing very well, obviously. But yeah, that's how I think this album left an impact on me personally, and it gave me a direction to take with the direction. So that's Room on Fire for you. Now, okay, on the second album here, I got Couple. This is something so quick. Top of the Pop by Couple.
Don't you know that I could see that you're not afraid of dying? Don't you know that I could see there is not much use for crying?
Now, this is the album that were given to me by Mr. Haziq Hamzi himself. So shout out to Haziq. Thank you for buying this for me. Couple also have always been personally one of my biggest influence in terms of music writing and songwriting. Everything, the arrangement, the chord progressions, the lyricism, everything about couple is, I think, what shaped me and Teh Tarik Senja into the person we are today. And this album specifically is the album that my friend introduced me to during the PKP era, during the PKP, during the MCO. This is the album that one of the first local indie music that I gave a listen to during MCO, and I was hooked. Everything about this album is, I really like it. The punchiness, the fast paced. It's very easygoing. The narrative that the band took with the lyricism, it's not perfect. It's not polished, but in the same time, it's very well arranged and well structured. And that's something I like about guitar-driven bands, is that they're raw. They're very raw, energetic, and garagey, dirty, authentic. That's something that has always been an influence for me in my musical identity, at least for now. But yeah, that's Top of the Pop. Also one of Teh Tarik Senja's influential band that we decided to put as our influence. Okay, so let me just move. Okay, now for the third record today that I'm going to talk about is an album by a band called The Johnson from Indonesia. This is their third studio album. It's called Banas Makin Binal. Let me just rotate my laptop for you guys real quick. Okay, you nampak kan? Okay, so this is Banas Makin Binal by The Johnson. Unfortunately, I do not have the physical copy of this record during the time of the recording. I just ordered one. Actually, I just ordered one. It's on its way. But sad to say that it didn't arrive on time. But this is Banas Makin Binal. The Johnson is a punk rock band from Indonesia. They have this 70s punk rock sound to them. Some people may compare them to Misfit and Ramones, and I can definitely see that. They have this, in this specific record, they have this, the way they arrange the sound is what piqued my interest. That they have this very fast downstroke guitars with pop chord progression, and they have this running bass line and brutal drumming, very very fast paced songs, and it puts you into this autofocus mode of the lyric. You're very focused on the lyrics of what the frontman is trying to say. And I feel like that's a very good concept that they tried for this record. And I want to try that too sometimes. Very fast-paced song and melodic vocals, the backing vocals also. And it's very catchy. It's very catchy, and even the lyrics is just very easygoing, it's outgoing, laid back, and the narrative that they put with lyricism and the arrangement is very outrageous, if I can say that. Outrageous. And that's one thing I like about Banas Makin Binal. It's very authentic and it's laid back, like I said before. So you guys should definitely give The Johnson a try. And it's a record that I've just discovered recently. And it was released back in 2022, but I discovered this year, so I'm a bit late, but you can never be too late for something. So yeah, Banas Makin Binal. So I think that is all from me. I want to say thank you to Subso Radio. I want to say thank you to Sarada Coffee for helping me recording this. So Sarada Coffee right here. Yeah. And thank you too to you people of the internet for dropping by. I've been Cahaya Shafri from Teh Tarik Senja, and this has been my case. Thank you.
Yay.